Throughout all the 31 seasons of Dancing with the Stars, it had at least 3 showrunners like Conrad Green, Rob Wade, and Andrew Llinares. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Andrew Llinares' time on Dancing with the Stars, in which he became known by the title of this video. This is the worst showrunner in Dancing with the Stars history. Before he joined Dancing with the Stars, he previously worked in other TV shows such as Britain's Got Talent, as well as the UK version and the USA version of The X Factor. When Rob Wade left the show, he would take over as the lead showrunner during Dancing with the Stars season 26, which was their athlete season. When season 28 came around, his first controversial moment was where him and the producers brought in Sean Spicer to join the cast. There were a lot of people questioning and a lot of people outraged with this move. Well, at least they weren't the only ones. Tom Bergeron, the former host of Dancing with the Stars, was one of them who was not pleased with this move. Bergeron shared this statement on Twitter stating, "A few months ago, during a lunch with Dancing with the Stars' new executive producer," which means he's talking about Andrew, "I offered suggestions for season 28. Chief among them was my hope that Dancing with the Stars, in its return following an unprecedented year-long hiatus, would be a joyful respite from our exhausting political climate and free of inevitably divisive bookings from any party affiliations. I left that lunch convinced we were in an agreement. Subsequently, and rather obviously, a decision was made to, as we often say in Hollywood, go in a different direction. It is a prerogative of the producers, in partnership with the network, to make whatever decisions they feel are in the best long-term interest of the franchise. We can agree to disagree, as we do now, but ultimately it's their call. I'll leave it to them to answer any further questions about those decisions. For me, as host, I always gaze into the camera's lens and imagine you on the other side, looking for a 2-hour escape from whatever life hassles you've been wrestling with. That's a connection and a responsibility which I take very seriously, even if I occasionally season it with dad jokes. Hopefully when Aaron Andrews and I look into the lenses again on September 16th, you'll be on the other side looking back, able to enjoy the charismatic pro dancers, the unpredictable judges, and the kitschy charm that has defined Dancing with the Stars since 2005. Even though Tom Bergeron requested no people who work in politics, they still went against him anyway. Before season 28, everyone was kinda expecting him to keep it the same way as it was, but that wasn't the case. As the season went on, some of the fans were confused. They were saying things like, "What's up with the song choices this season?" And it was later found out that he decided to take all the creative control away from the pros. Of course, not all the songs were bad choices. Most of the songs didn't fit well with the type of dance style the couples were doing. Let me show you some clips as an example, and I'm going to predict which song fits right in each dance style.
I like your boom boom girl. Around, summer dripping over us. River bank to the party come. Long as it floats with rock and roll. It's all looking up. We made it, and it feels so good in my hood tonight. The summertime flirts and the guys in Kanai. All the gang just forgot about the drive-bys. And royalties, I heard can't catch the bird. Now nouveau riche and famous, he could tell you. For me to step into this world, always saying, little girl, don't step into the club.
Not only the creative control was taken away from the pros, you also had the producers do the same song 2 to 3 times per season. You can do the same song 2 consecutive seasons or 2 times every 3 seasons, but not every season. Oh, and do I need to mention to you guys that Carole Baskin danced to nothing but cat-related songs? A couple months before season 29, the unthinkable happened. He decided to fire both Tom and Aaron due to the casting disagreement with Sean Spicer. So it looks to me like Tom and Aaron were kind of butting heads with Andrew Llinares, which tells me that they didn't really get along. So that's when he brought in Tyra Banks as the host in an attempt to freshen up the show and to go in a much different direction. He also stated that this is all about evolution, but Obviously, it's not about that. This is where a lot of the backlash against Tyra started. The season 29 theme weeks weren't too bad, but during season 30, they've made up some random theme weeks. The theme weeks are usually traditional ballroom theme weeks, not random theme weeks, with one of them being Britney Spears night, which probably should have not happened, and Janet Jackson night, which was supposed to be called Fashion Night, but that theme week was totally last minute. If they would have done Dance Off Night, that would have been an appropriate theme week. During his last 3 seasons as the showrunner, it didn't get any better. In the end, Andrew Linares was fired by ABC after they've noticed that it wasn't working out. Tom Bergeron's response to his firing says it all.
Well, he's never one to mince words. Karma is...
Looks like they finally gave Andrew some of his own medicine. One of the Dancing with the Stars pros said in a statement, although they didn't mention them by name. They said, "We're not a music video," one of the veteran pros tells Deadline. "We're not the MTV Music Awards. We're a ballroom dance show. The screensavers behind us are swallowing us." Like, this is not what ballroom dancing is. It's an intimate sport. You're missing the actual feeling from what we're supposed to be giving the audience. You're supposed to tap into our story, and we're supposed to tell it through movement. You lost the essence. When I made a video on when Andrew parted ways with Dancing with the Stars, there was a good comment. So I wanted to give a shout out to the person who posted the comment. I understand the reason why Andrew wanted to make changes for Dancing with the Stars was because he believed it would make it unpredictable, and he knew the series was predictable for its first 25 seasons. For example, they always have the same judges every season, the same host every season, the same format every season. We get it. Unfortunately, most of the changes tend to fail. That's a good point, by the way. I know we've had the same judges, the same format, same everything for the first 25 seasons before he came along. Here's the thing, if the fans still like the format that we all love, that's all that matters. He even took most of the traditional opening numbers away from the show to let Tyra do her usual catwalk entrance, which isn't what the show is usually about. These opening numbers are the most important thing about the show because it gets us motivated. The only one thing that we loved was the makeup department, and sometimes the clothing that they would pick out for the couples. There is no question why he decided to change things around. The good thing is, those changes that he made backfired on him. In an attempt to fix the show, they're able to bring back Conrad Green, because he knows what the show is really about, and he was able to bring back the same format that they've had before. In conclusion, whenever you see nothing wrong with the show, don't make any changes to it unless you're confident about it, because if you are not careful, those poor decisions will come back to bite you. Let me know in the comments below on your thoughts on Andrew when he was the showrunner. In the end, when I first found out that he got the boot, I was like, goodbye, you will be missed by no one. And that'll do it for this video, so hit that subscribe button, and leave a like on this video, and leave a comment down below, and ring that bell to get notified for more Dance with the Stars content from my channel. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Eric Sharkey, aka Dance with the Stars Superfan. Catch you next time.